Just a reminder, we do have a new program called Link, and members can now invite a guest, and I'd like to just see a show of hands of guests this morning who came out. Things that are happening in the ecosystem, and this is provided by Brian Felt at the St. Louis Business Journal. Brian has graciously joined as a new member, and he'll be providing us this information at the meeting. So there's a new analysis from the Kauffman Foundation that shows that startup growth in the United States has stalled. Bad news. But that's not the case in Missouri. According to the analysis, which used recent released census data, only 11 states reported growth in the new business between 2013 and 2012, and Missouri came up on top of the list with 16% growth. Chris Motley, who was one of our speakers two or 3 months ago. Anyway, Better Weekdays, a St. Louis startup that uses technology to help place employees at companies based on compatibility, has raised $1.3 million from a group of investors, according to a filing by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The new capital follows an initial raise of $350,000 in May, and all the company has raised $1.7 million. So good for Chris. He's a great guy. Launch Code is partnering with WashU to offer a free 16-week basic coding class beginning in early 2016. About 100 startups launched out of Washington University class called the Hatchery have raised $33 million since 2008. That's impressive. According to the university's research, that figure is about double what the university reported at this time 2 years ago. BioSTL, the St. Louis organization dedicated to life sciences, has received the Regional Innovation Cluster Initiative grant from the U.S. Small Business Administration worth up to $2.5 million. Splice Machine, a big data startup that has its main research and development office in St. Louis, will participate in the Wells Fargo Startup Accelerator. The accelerator is based in San Francisco, and Splice Machine is in line for about $500,000 for participating in the program. So that's just some of the highlights, and there's more. I don't want to take up too much time up here. But if you'd like to, learn more about what's happening in the ecosystem, grab me after the event. I'll be glad to fill you in on other things that I'm aware of. We have 6 new members, including Brian Felt from the St. Louis Business Journal, Stephanie Engel from Norse Corporation, Marquita Barbereri from Carmody McDonald, Allison Carmen from Cultivation Capital, Material Mix, Jenny Bristol Dibble from Brighton Agency, and Jean Roberson from Apistry. So, round of applause for our new members. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring up Tom Sears. Tom, where are you? There you are. And he's going to talk about our upcoming event.
On November 19th at Venture Cafe at CIC, we're going to have our new program this year for the Education Committee is Getting to Revenue. Last year our theme was Raising Cash and Investment Money. The topic is, are you ready for retail? And we have Angie Eschel with National Sales Solutions, who is going to be presenting for about 20 minutes. And National Sales Solutions is experts in taking consumer-based products to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Target. You get the drift. And so we wanted to have the theme around consumer products this time. Ron Otto, her partner, will be on the panel. The two of them have probably about 40 years of executive experience with Procter & Gamble, and they've been taking products into these the big box stores for 20 plus years. Matt Gentry with the Avail Food Services, who will be talking about the role of the CFO and operations. One of the biggest things we find when you get a big box order is, how do I fulfill it? And it can be a wonderful thing to get into a big box, but it can also be detrimental and you can lose your company. So are you prepared for the cash flow around that? We also have a new member as a consumer product company, Julie Longyear, who has an all-natural cosmetic company, will also be on the panel. So this is an opportunity for everyone here who has clients or prospects even, since a number of you are service providers. Bring them to the event on the 19th at CIC. We also will be providing pizza in the room. We've learned the free beer and wine are out to the other side, so then they bring them in with the pizza. So anyway, we look forward to seeing you then, and we will be sending out information around that. Thank you.
Our next breakfast meeting is Friday, December 4th, and it's going to be Dennis Lauer from Cortex Innovation Center. Cortex is doing really, really amazing things. I would invite you to come out Here, Dennis, plus there's a couple things that that's happening in Cortex that I just wanted to make you aware of. So Square is now in Cortex, and they're actually hiring 200 employees at their facility. So they're in CET in a couple different buildings there, and I think they're going into the new tech shop that they're building on Forest Park Avenue. So that's exciting. And then other job news, just to make you aware, is KPMG is hiring 175 new IT positions in downtown St. Louis. So there's all sorts of IT opportunities that are starting to happen around St. Louis. So I thought that was exciting as well. Thanks for coming, everyone, and we hope to see you next month at the Missouri Venture Forum. Thank you.
To learn more about MVF, visit mvfstl.org. MVF, connect, discover, grow.